Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while since I made a Diablo video. I actually haven't played for a while. And then about a month ago I started playing again. And then I've been playing it pretty heavy the last few days or so, I'd say. But the point of this is this. First of all, let me get this out of the way. If you're here looking for some like elite uh, 3-minute T6 Rift run, this ain't your video. This is more for like a getting started in like T1 to try to get geared up so you can progress to T6. Um, the run takes about 10 minutes, but I also kind of like, I kind of fuck around a lot. I clear the rifts completely. Um, After the boss is dead, I go through everything, and I mean, I kill everything in the rift. And it seems like, at least from my past experiences, most of the legendaries I get from rifts come from after I kill the boss. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but that just seems to be how my luck works. So, first of all, what we're going to get into is the gear. It's not like top of best in slot gear for a demon hunter. Uh, got Dario's Visage, and I re-rolled. I forget what was on there, but I re-rolled, and I got the critical hit chance increased by 5%. The Cloak of the Garwolf. I got better chest armor, but having the extra wolves helps out because it kind of takes some of the attention off of me, and they don't really kill a whole lot by themselves, but they can chip away at some things and make it a little easier for me to kill them. And like I said, I mean, they take some of the attention off of me. I re-rolled. The dexterity was pretty low, so I re-rolled it. I'll probably try seeing if I can get it any higher, but for now, that's where it's at. And then for shoulders, I got the Deathwatch Mantle. And this kind of works in conjunction with the Cloak of the Garwolf. Maybe not. I don't know. If the increase in the Fan of Knives damage affects the 19% chance to explode in a Fan of Knives. But whatever. It might have a placebo effect or not on me or not, but it feels like it makes a difference. I don't know. But and again, I re-rolled the dexterity there to get it a little bit higher. A Haunt of Vaxo for amulet, mainly for the critical hit damage increase and the critical hit chance increase. Out of all the amulets I have for my demon hunter, that's the best one that I have when it comes to boosting my damage output. Reaper's Wraps, which when I crafted these ones, you still needed the I forget the name of the legendary ingredient from Mouthale, but now it's a lot easier to craft them because all you need is, let's see, yeah, you don't need the Ascended Bracers either. You just need your Death's Breath, your Forgotten Soul, your Crystal, your Dust, and your reusable parts. So they're a lot easier to craft now. In fact, I have a set on my wizard too, so kind of they're not as important to the wizard as they are to my demon hunter because she chews through hatred a lot quicker than obviously the wizard goes through arcane power. For my gloves, I got mage fists. I didn't re-roll those. I might try re-rolling them to see if I can get something better out of them. Belt, we got Blackthorn's Notched Belt and Blackthorn's Jousting Mail. These are there for two reasons. One, having the two of them in conjunction with my Ring of Royal Grandeur, I get the increased damage against elites by 10%, and I get the reduced damage from elites by 10%. So I don't have, at the moment, a better belt or a better pair of pants, so that's why those are there. Leoric Signet in the left hand. Again, I don't have anything better, plus it was slotted, so I could throw a emerald in there. Boots. I'm having a hard time finding boots, and I don't know why. And if I'm going to have them, I might as well re-roll them. But man, I am having a terrible time finding boots for her. And then for my offhand, I got the Archfiend arrows. The increased hatred regeneration helps out increased damage against elites. Critical hit chances increased by 9%, and the attack speed increased by 19%. So overall, not a bad quiver.
Follow you if we just stand around.
My Templar's mouthing off. And then for my weapon, I have a two-hand crossbow, the Manticore. Gives me, it's got fire damage, critical hit damage increased by 35%, monster kills, I could have lived without, but oh well. The 4.4 chance to chill on hit, and I slotted it with a emerald for increased critical hit damage of 125%. So pretty basic average gear that you can find fairly easily to do this. And then, let's see, my fire damage is only increased by 19%. My critical hit chance is increased by 40.8. 17% bonus damage to elites. Attack speed, I think I said that. Can't remember. But I mean, all in all, you know, it's a pretty entry level in the Torment. You know, it gets the job done, but it's not the most efficient. But if you want the stuff that's really efficient, you kind of got to go to Torment. I mean, you can try your luck with Kadala. I did get the Firebird source for my wizard off of her, which I didn't think she could drop. And it was in normal mode. I didn't think she could drop the Torment only, or give you the Torment only set pieces in normal mode. But you know, there's still the elusive things like the Stone of Jordan and things like that that, you know, everybody wants. But I'm still hunting down a Cinder Coat. But for now, you know, I mean, it's getting me through. And I do have like I said, I have a chest piece I can swap out here and there that gives me some better damage, better toughness, better healing. But it seemed like the wolves kind of helped me out more than having that little bit of extra oomph in the chest piece. And now the skill set. Primary is Entangling Shot, Justice is served, because it's the fire, so my fire boost helps it out. I mean, it's not a killer, but it'll help out, plus it's the highest hatred regeneration for Entangling Shot, and it'll entangle up to 2 enemies, and it slows down their movement by 60%, which we'll get into that later. For my main damage dealer, I use multi-shot with Arsenal. I was using Cluster Arrow loaded for Bear, but I was going through my hatred way too fast, and I figured I'd give this a try just to see if there was anything better. And I know the damage output's probably not even close to what the burst damage is with CA loaded for Bear, but it feels like I went through it quicker than I did with loaded for Bear, so I'm kind of sticking with that for now. My action bar skills I switched up. I was running preparation with punishment to restore my hatred, but since that's kind of getting a nerf, I took it out because I wanted to see what life was like without it. You know, can I rely on something else, or I'll probably swap it back in and then just deal with the cooldown. I don't know. We'll see what happens when patch 2.1 comes out. And then Smokescreen, because I didn't really have anything to put there, so I put it with Healing Vapors that kind of helped me out. if I use my potion and it's on cooldown. Then I got Vengeance, Seethe, which, I mean, most Demon Hunter players I've seen use it. And then for Companion, obviously the Wolf Companion for the extra damage that he gives when you activate his active skill. And then for my passives, I got Blood Vengeance for my maximum hatred increase. Plus, between that and the Reaper's Wraps, whenever I come across a globe, I get my resources healed or replenished pretty quickly. Ambush for 40% additional damage to enemies above 75% health. Just helps kill things quicker. Perfectionist reduces the discipline cost by 10% and increases your life, armor, and resistance to all elements by 10%. That's just not bad, you know, especially with these two skills that use discipline. It's nice to have that. When I was using preparation, what the hell was I using there? I forget now. I think I was swapping out. I think I used Reign of Vengeance or Sentry. But anyways, when I wasn't using these two, I didn't have Perfectionist down there. But since I got both of these up here, I run with Perfectionist now, so I don't
The darkness grows while we stand
tear through my
about.
discipline like a fat kid in an ice cream store. And then Call of the Weak increases damage against slowed enemies by 20%. Normally what I try to do, and I don't always do it, is I try to hit everything. I try to hit a mob with Entangling Shot first, or fire off a couple of those, and then hit them with my multi-shot. Sometimes I get a little gung-ho and just go right in with the multi-shot, but in theory, whacking a few of them with Entangling Shot and then going with the multi-shot, I get that 20% damage bonus. So that's my skills and my equipment. And like I said, this isn't like some elite 3-minute T6 run. This is just I think some people were intimidated by the barrier of entry into the Torment levels, and it's really not that bad. So here's the Rift. Alright, we're going to enter this Rift, and here we go. Like I said, I mean, I kind of dick around a little bit, so, I mean, it could be faster, but, you know, I do, like I said, I mean, I backtrack through this first area because I want to make sure, like, I clean the Rift out, so I go back through and make sure the area that I didn't come through, there's nothing important I'm missing, you know, because I always have that thing where it's like, maybe that one time I don't backtrack and kill something, maybe that's when there will be an elite pack that drops a legendary, you know, and sadly that's the legendary I get in this Rift. Plus, going back to the whole multi-shot versus cluster arrow thing, I get a few more shots out of multi-shot because it doesn't eat as much hatred. Whereas with cluster arrow, I'd get like, I think 3 shots. And like I said, yeah, the burst damage is, I'm sure, definitely higher. But I get a little bit more sustained damage using this. I thought that was it right there. Because you don't generally last too long when you get frozen. I try to save Vengeance for when I run into an elite or a rare pack, rare mob.
You won't survive that.
Sometimes if I get overwhelmed, I'll bust it out too. But this is probably, I don't want to say the fastest, but the least amount of trouble I've had running a Torment Rift. And hopefully I can keep running them and get some gear, and I can hit T6 and be rolling around in oranges or something. Because right now, like I said, I didn't play for a while, and then I started getting back into it. And the buff to the drop rates helped, but helped me get a little further than I was getting, because I did kind of hit a brick wall there as far as the difficulty I could handle. But
You won't survive
I
that.
mean, before I could do a Torment Rift, but it took forever. And you know, now, like I said, I mean, I would have been in level. I could have went through there and been in the next level already, but I wanted to go back and backtrack through here and make sure it was all cleaned out. And you know, with the changes coming to 2.1, like I said, I wanted to try to mix things up a little bit and kind of break out of my comfort zone, so I wouldn't be so taken aback by the changes that are coming. Mostly with the Demon Hunter, you know, because they are changing the way preparation and punishment works. But you know, we'll see. I mean, it might not be so bad, but I mean, if it turned out to be worse than how it sounds, then I wanted to make sure that, I guess you could say, I have a backup plan. The other thing, though, that I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to work out is this change to dexterity. Because now, instead of each point of dexterity will now grant 1 point of armor instead of dodge chance, so
Feel
my survivability should go up. And I do need to increase my vitality a little bit. I only got like 299k health, somewhere around there. I'd like to get it up to like maybe 350 to be comfortable, but you know, we'll see what happens with this change to dexterity. That's why I'm not real concerned with it at the moment. But you know, we'll see how things go after this patch hits. And I should be able to play. I have my account set up that I can get to the PTRs. Turn that shit off because it was getting in the way and getting kind of annoying. There's a lot of spam in the public chat rooms lately on there, I noticed too. A lot of spam. Like Walmart don't have that much spam on the shelves.
Darkness awaits you.
I don't like these things. I didn't come across them for the longest time, and I think probably like 2 or 3 days ago they just started popping up in the rifts all of a sudden that I was running. It's like, where the hell these assholes come from?
Do you want more?
And this is going to probably be sort of a long video, and I apologize for that. If you stick through the whole thing, you're awesome. But I won't show the whole rift. I'll just make it go up to the boss, and then once the boss is dead, then I'll end the video there. Nothing really exciting happens after that. I don't find any particularly good loot, and nothing exceedingly awesome happens, so there's nothing really worth showing after the boss pops up and is vanquished. So once we get to that point, then like I said, that'll be the end of the video.
Bleed, you filth.
And I know, like, I don't know how many new people are out there playing this game. Probably not so much on PC. Probably be a lot of console players popping up because Reaper of Souls has come out, what, August 24th, I believe? Could be wrong, but I know it's August, but I can't remember the date. And honestly, I don't know much about the console version, if they got
Survive that.
the old difficulty levels or the new difficulty levels, or how it works on consoles. But you know, I know when I started playing, like, Torment kind of sounded intimidating, like, oh man, you know. And then like, I gave it a shot a couple times, and like the first time I did it, like, obviously it didn't end well. I mean, I made it through, but I got my ass handed to me on more than one occasion, and it was kind of brutal. But at the same time, I didn't have a real good grasp on how everything played together, and I struggled with that with my wizard for a long time. Like 3 days, I struggled trying to find the right combination of gear and skills for my wizard to make her a little bit more efficient, because her numbers, her toughness was fine, her survivability was fine, but her damage was just like piss poor. And finally I got her to a fairly comfortable state where I'm going to start running her through some Torment Rifts to see if I can get her some better gear, get her geared up and approaching the higher Torment levels. And depending on my success there, if it works out well, then I'll do a video on that too. But really, I want to play the other classes, but I'm not going to roll any other characters until the patch comes out and they start doing seasons and ladders, because that just seems like a good time to start a new character. I don't see much of a point in starting over now, just to start over again in a month or so, or whenever they plan on releasing the patch. But so I'll probably roll, I'm thinking I might roll a Crusader, I'm not sure, either a Crusader or a Barbarian. I know the Witch Doctor is pretty popular right now, but I kind of want to play a melee class, just run in and smash people in the head with swords and maces and flails and shit. So I mean, obviously, like I said, I mean, there's plenty of places that I've already seen where I could have shaved a lot of time off of the run, but I'm just, as I said already a couple times, I'm particular in how I do these. I want to make sure everything's dead. So I'm going to run back down through here and hit the areas of this map that I didn't hit, see what's lying around and what dwells within, I guess.
Feel my wrath.
Because, I mean, I don't know, like, what do most people do? Do you guys, like, run rifts just for the blood shards and the legendaries you can get on the way? Or do you guys run the rift, kill the boss, and then just mow everything else down when you're done, you know? If you happen to watch this video and you make it this far, let me know how you handle your rifts. Getting pretty close now. I was getting worried because a couple times I've run into a pack and there will be like 4 blue monsters and an elite monster, and then I'll pop like just a regular trash monster that's in the mob, and then here comes the guardian. So then I got a guardian, this rare pack, and an elite pack, and it's like, what the fuck? But I got fairly lucky this time. I'm running low on gold because I crafted a butt ton of royal emeralds. I've been trying to pick up as much gold as I possibly can when I do these. Now, This would have been a successful run, but I do something incredibly stupid right here coming up. First of all, anybody that plays this game knows that those stupid arcane beams are just terrible when it comes to damage, especially in the higher difficulty levels. I mean, it doesn't take much for one of those to kill you. And like an idiot, I fat fingered my keyboard, I think right about here. Yep. No. Right here. And accidentally fat finger my keyboard and vault right into the center of those arcane beams, and that's what happens. So that death was purely my fault because of just not paying attention and being stupid and hitting the wrong. And actually, I shouldn't say I fat fingered my keyboard. I fat fingered my mouse because I have a multi-button mouse and I have all my skills hotkeyed to my mouse buttons. So I kind of just slid my finger the wrong way, and that was all she wrote. Then, like a moron, I almost do it again.
Heal me. I feel better now.
I didn't time it quite right. I thought that was ready to disappear, but it didn't. So, but anyways, you know, like I said, guys, that's just kind of like your basic entry into Torment 1. You don't need phenomenal gear. You need decent gear, but it's doable without all the fancy like Marauder sets and everything like that. And I mean, you got to get the Torment 1 if you want the Marauder sets without having to test your luck with Kadala and hoping for the best. So, you know, I'm going to improve this, and I think I'm going to start making some more Diablo videos because I have been playing it a lot, but we'll see. But at any rate, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, have a good one.